I am here with the wonderful Jeannine Moore, and she just graduated my 10-week program. So she's been eating optimally for about 9 weeks, and she is 73 and she lives in Arizona, and she's here to tell her experience and share it with us. So thank you so much for being here, Jeannine. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So I want you to recall back to our very first phone call when we spoke on Zoom before you actually enrolled in the program. What was going on with your health and your weight at that time that you were not happy with?
Whoa. Um, I could barely move. I was in so much pain all the time, especially with my knees. And um, I had been trying diet after program, and nothing seemed to work. Everything, um, you'd lose a few pounds and then just gain it right back. And so I was really discouraged. And um, I just thought, okay, I'm going to give it one last shot. If this doesn't work, then this is the way I'm going to be forever.
I'm so glad you did. And I can say that I'm a lot of people's, their very last. They're like, you are my last time. I
Resort,
am
yes.
trying this.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm always like, bring on the challenge because I know what's gonna happen. So you came because you said I was your whole body was in so much pain. You said especially your knees, but you couldn't move. And how was that affecting you, that pain and not being able to move?
It was affecting every part of my life. I couldn't do the things that I enjoy doing. I couldn't go the places I wanted to go. Um, I just felt like I was sentenced to my lounge chair. I just felt like I'd become the couch potato,
Mhm.
and I didn't feel like doing anything.
Yep. How long did you feel that way for?
Before I started,
Hmm.
um, this has been going on for about 8 years.
Okay. So 8 years not being able to do the things that you love to do, go the places that you love to go, being in pain, not being able to move. And were the doctors giving you medications for this and were they
Oh, yeah.
helping?
They were giving me medications, and um, the medications just made me sleepy.
Mhm.
It was gabapentin, and I would just spend the whole day fighting sleep or napping.
Mhm.
And so I don't have to do that anymore.
Yay! All right, perfect segue. So you decided I'm going to give this one last try.
Yes,
And I'm so glad that you did. And you hired me as your nutritionist. You learned how to eat optimally for your unique health situations, your unique taste buds. And what have you achieved results wise just from eating optimally for not even 3 months?
um, I have lost 15 pounds.
Hmm.
I have lost a lot of inches.
Hmm.
The clothes are just falling off,
Good
and
problem to have.
constantly having to take them in. Um, the knee pain is almost totally gone. I'm able to get up and do things that I wanted to do. Um, Cholesterol is down, the triglycerides are down, the blood sugar is down. All of those things have just kind of resolved themselves into a better place.
That's amazing. And you don't need any more over-the-counter pain medication, right? That you are also
Right,
taking
right.
daily. So
Yes,
you
yes,
stop that. That is also so good for your body to not be consuming that multiple times a day. So you had this problem that was 8 years of your life with this problem in terms of pain, lack of energy, not being able to do stuff. The medication wasn't getting you to where you wanted to go. And you went from, I went back and read our notes. You went from about a chronic 6 to 7 out of 10 in pain in your knees, correct?
right,
And at about week 6, after 6 weeks of eating optimally, it was non almost non-existent. There were days where it was a zero.
right. And
So
it
you,
still is pretty much a zero.
that's amazing.
I hardly have ever any pain in my knees or in my back, or I just feel good.
That's fabulous. So you ended an 8-year problem
Yeah,
within 6 weeks in regards to the knee pain specifically.
exactly.
What That's so awesome. What are some of the things you are doing with your life now that you can, that you have the energy, that you have the stamina, that the pain is decreased? What are some of those things that you're doing that you weren't doing before that you wanted to?
Um, Gardening.
Yay!
I'm going to quilt shows because I love quilting.
Awesome.
Um, I have been more active with the dogs because before I didn't feel like playing with them, and now I can take them on walks and play with them and just things around the house. I like to decorate,
Hmm.
and I wasn't doing that because it just required too much energy. And
Yeah.
so now I've been decorating for every month. I change the decorations.
Oh, I love that.
So it's just been fun.
Good. So how has that affected your mood and you emotionally now, being able to do the things that you love to do again?
Well, I'm much happier, I think. I enjoy life. I wake up in the morning excited about what I'm going to do that day,
Right.
where before it was, oh no, it was another day.
Yeah.
But, and my family has noticed it that I'm more um, self confident and more outgoing than I was before. So,
Good. So your confidence has also increased and
yeah.
you're happier and more fulfilled on a regular basis. And you said that before weight loss was really challenging. You tried all these different diets and you lose a couple pounds. So was this also more effective for weight loss for you than the other things that you've tried in the past?
Well, absolutely. It's a consistent weight loss. It's not um, you lose a whole bunch in the beginning and then you gain back twice as much as you lost. That it's not
Right.
like that. So, and the nice part about this is that eating optimally, you're never hungry.
Mm-hmm.
You're always satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to weigh and measure your food.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you don't have to eat those horrible shakes and
Mm-hmm.
bars that the other diets were having me do. Um, and I just really feel good all over. I feel good.
That makes me so happy. And thank you for agreeing to share your weight loss chart. So I'm trying to share with our audience of what consistent, sustainable, optimal, healthy weight loss looks like, the bunny hopping down a hill. But this was your journey over a 10-week period, which again, in nine 9 weeks, you were down 15 pounds, which was great, which was really great for you, especially because when was the last time you had lost 15 pounds before?
Oh, gee, it was probably back in the 90s.
So that is amazing. So you also surpassed a weight loss goal that you hadn't achieved in over 25
Yeah,
years. And
absolutely.
that is amazing. And you reduced pain and a problem that you've had with pain for 8 years and almost
Yes.
eliminated it in your knees, which the doctors weren't able to help you with. So for the person watching this, what Jeannine did was um she used food as medicine essentially. And the reason that this was so helpful, not just for weight loss, but especially with the pain, is because how she's eating is so anti-inflammatory. It's more than that, but the food in and of itself reduced her pain. The food in and of itself gave her more energy and stamina. So she just naturally was getting off the couch to do stuff without willing her into doing it. It wasn't the weight loss that reduced the pain. The weight loss didn't hurt. Research shows for every 1 pound of fat you lose 4 pounds of pressure off your knees. But if you would have lost 15 pounds with shakes, even if you could have done it, your knees would not be feeling as pain-free as they are. So the food is so therapeutic for other things in addition to weight loss, which is why one reason, and I'd love to hear what you think, that this helps it be so sustainable because it's so effective, effective very quickly, and effective for a wide range of health concerns above and beyond weight loss. And then, like you said, you don't have to count, you don't have to measure, you don't have to weigh, you just get to eat. And you're satiated when you eat and you're full when you eat, and that's good. What are your
And
comments
it's
on that?
good food. It's
Yeah.
everything that I've had has been wonderfully delicious. And I'm not one to eat a whole lot of fruits and vegetables.
Hmm.
So that was kind of challenging in the beginning because um, I didn't know what to do with them.
Hmm.
But
Did you learn what to do with them here?
I have learned what to do with them and made some acorn squash yesterday that was
Oh,
so yummy. Sue,
beautiful.
Sue said, Sue's my roommate, um, why don't we have this every week? This is so good.
That's fantastic. When the food tastes good, because people are really concerned how it's gonna go with their families. When the food tastes good, anyone's gonna eat it. And you won't do it long term unless the food tastes good. So we make sure what you're eating tastes
Exactly.
good and gets you the results that you want. Otherwise, you're never gonna do it. I'm on year, I don't know, 13, 14 now, eating optionally and maintaining my weight loss for that long myself. So um, and for the person watching this, we are consuming as optimal eaters more than just fruits and veggies. One of my favorite sayings is do yourself a favor and eat a tater, okay? Even though that is a vegetable, but um, pasta, rice, beans, bread, things that people are terrified to eat. That's what's, when done in the optimal way, is part of what is helping you so much, which
Yeah.
can be really perplexing to people. Was there anything that made you hesitant about going for this for yourself?
I think in the beginning I was a little hesitant about not eating meat
Hmm.
because we would eat meat every meal.
Hmm.
And some of it was processed, some of it was not, but there was meat in every meal. And I just kind of grew up that way. And um, that's how I learned to cook was that
Hmm.
you had the main dish and then you had the side dishes. And dairy was another kind of hesitation for me because I was eating a lot of cheese.
Hmm.
I didn't realize how much cheese I was eating until I wasn't eating cheese, and I go, "Oh, wow,
Hmm. So you were hesitant to change how you were eating and to switch from eating a lot of meat and dairy to eating more whole plant foods that would be really satiating. So you were
yeah,
hesitant about changing how you ate. And for the person watching this, there is no requirement that for most of my clients that they completely 100% avoid meat. So for the person watching this, it doesn't mean you can never eat any insert blank food ever again. Or, and many of my
yeah,
clients do consume meat in a certain quantity on a weekly basis. So I think it's important that the person watching knows that. But so you were hesitant about changing how you ate, but you did it anyway. And do you have any regrets about doing that?
not at all. I don't have any regrets at all. Um, I think I noticed the very first thing that I noticed was that I felt lighter. I didn't feel so bogged down. I didn't feel so heavy.
Hmm.
And that was even before I started even losing any weight. It was just that inside I didn't feel so heavy and bloated.
Hmm.
And so, um, and the other thing that I really liked was that if you do eat something that's not optimal, it doesn't destroy your whole background.
Yes.
It just okay, pick it up the next day and keep on going. It
Hmm.
didn't set you back for weeks at a time.
Yep. So
So
yeah, I love that too. Perfection is not required here, which means And again, I think people make a lot of assumptions. They'll go into black and white thinking where it's like, I would never be able to eat blank ever again. And I never say that to any of my clients. And everyone will have a certain amount of wiggle room that generally speaking, they can eat um, not optimally. And as long as it stays within that range, you're going to continue to keep reaching your goals and your results in that wiggle room. What is eaten there will look different for everybody, but like you said, I ate something that wasn't optimal, and then I just kept eating optimally afterwards, and I kept going. Do you do you want to keep eating optimally now that
Oh,
you are leaving the program?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I am so excited about this way of eating, this optimal eating, that I can't see going back to the old way or doing it any way different. So
Well, that's pretty amazing, especially because how much of a change that you made for yourself with how you eat, but it sounds like and the overall benefit of the results that you've achieved, and this is just the beginning for you. The results that you've achieved, how much you like what you're eating and how good you feel. It's so much of a net benefit that all of that is worth so much more than going back to how you used to eat.
exactly.
Beautiful. What would you say to the person watching this video that in their 70s, pain, no energy, is scared to try again. They are really nervous about changing how they eat. What would you say to that person watching this video?
You got to give it a try because you will be amazed. It's like the difference between night and day. Um, you got this. You can do it. I mean,
Jeannine did it.
I did it, and I was really hesitant in the beginning, but and I appreciate probably more than anything the support and the um, one-on-one visits that we had, and
Mhm.
um, it's just nice having a cheerleader in your corner.
Because we know it's possible for you and that you can do it, and we wouldn't let you in here if we didn't think that was possible. So we knew what you were capable of, and amongst your discomfort in the beginning and fear, you went for it anyway, which is what I would encourage everybody to do because what is the consequence of not trying again? Like if you wouldn't have done this, where do you think you would be right now?
Still miserable, still sitting in the recliner, and
Mm-hmm.
still wishing I could do something, go
Mm-hmm.
somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
So
I'm really
it's,
proud of you. You did an amazing job. You did a really amazing job. You're welcome.
I'm not
Anytime.
done yet.
I know that. This is just the beginning. I know
Yeah.
that's right. Thank you so much, Jeannine. It was such a pleasure, and I look forward to hearing about you continuing to kick butt on your own.
Okay. Thank you for everything.
You're so welcome.